the nature of Rigiji, no sane Kikuyu would want to be in his party. Because he will want to control you like a baby. And he would even take you to the last minute and tell you, I'm not even giving you a ticket to run for a parliamentary seat or a senatorial or whatever it is. That is Rigiji. Rigiji has always admired the way Raila Odinga used to control the Luo. And he wanted to be just that. In fact, now, people are thinking Rigiji is very keen on the presidency. Rigiji is keen on controlling the Kikuyu. And when you control the Kikuyu, 8 million plus population, you are like the president of Denmark or such countries with similar population. You tax them because you will be taxing them. Anybody who will be running for any seat will have to go there, leave his money and get the ticket to do it. And that money, nobody is going to account for it. Nobody is going to ask him what he did with it. He is not under obligation to do any public development with it. It will be his money. So, people who are clever from the mountain are going to form their own parties and use it for elective position. But if you go with Rigijis, you're going to be controlled. One of the reasons why Rigiji was saying that another wheelbarrow party is being formed in that part. He already knew that Ndindi Nyoro will not join his party because Ndindi Nyoro knows his character. And then he already concluded that Ndindi Nyoro must come up with a political party, especially from Muranga, considering that most of the leaders in Muranga are elitists. They are not people who will just follow Rigiji. Look at them. Look at the Muranga governor. Look at the Muranga senator. Look at those leaders, even the ones queuing to take over. And more so, some all leaders from Muranga who have not been elected, like Irungu Kangata, they are already with Rigiji. So these people must look for their own political parties. Another thing about kingpins, they never want strong characters like Ndindi Nyoro. Ndindi Nyoro is a person of his own strength. He's a person who made himself. He has his own resources. So he cannot come there and worship Rigiji. Definitely. So Rigiji wants to finish him before he starts. You know, when you want to kill somebody, it is easiest to kill him when he's still a child. But when you let him grow, you see, like Rigiji has now grown to another stature that he has started telling people that he cannot go to the police must go to him. This is something that he needed to have been dealt with very early. So, Rigiji talking about a wheelbarrow party being made in Muranga is simply propaganda to cut down Ndindi Nyoro to size early enough. He has never agreed with any other political party apart from DCP, even in the opposition. The other day, what did he say about Kalonzo? That Kalonzo is in bed with Ruto. What did he say about Matiang'i? The other day, just when Matiang'i went to Kisii and complained very bitterly. So Rigiji wants to be the only person in the opposition controlling, because he believes he has already won the hearts of people who are in the opposition. But also he must remember that to get a responsive opposition that listen to their leaders, that hates the government of the day, somebody must whip them and create the government of the day as an object of hate, as an object of fear. And that was not done by Rigiji. It was done by Uhuru. Uhuru is the one who demonized Ruto. So now Rigiji wants to benefit from that. You see, for Raila Odinga to succeed in whipping the emotions in the opposition and in Lowland, he demonized every government of the day and turned it into an object of hate, an object of fear, which people fear. And he made himself the Messiah, who is going to help them defeat the object of hate and then take them to paradise. That is how it works. It works like religion. And objects of hate all over are imaginary. They are not real. Even Satan is not real. You can prove that Jesus existed. You can prove that Muhammad existed and all those other prophets. But you cannot prove that Satan is available. Yes. Every wrong thing is about Satan. Every imaginary thing is about Satan. But that notwithstanding, Ndindi Nyoro can carry the future of the Kikuyu community. Rigiji is not the future of the Kikuyu. Rigiji is the present. So, and of course, people want to follow hope. So, Ndindi Nyoro can easily take over the Kikuyu kingpin from Rigiji, because Kenya is also not ready for a Kikuyu presidency in the next general election. They are ready for a Kikuyu presidency in the future. And the future are young men like Ndindi Nyoro and some of those people. Maybe Methu, and such younger people. So human beings like following hope. Yeah. So they can follow Ndindi Nyoro. But Rigiji will not let Ndindi Nyoro be. He will wage a smear campaigns against him the same way he waged against Matiang'i, the same way against Kalonzo. But when he does those two who are non-Kikuyus, and he hears there's some sort of backlash, he pedals back and rejoins them and say, he can live for them. That is what he does. So this man called Rigathi Gachagua is very predictable. That he would reject Ndindi Nyoro's party is predictable. That he would come up with the propaganda against him is very predictable. So I can tell you today, if another political party came up in Kikuyu land today, he will say that is Ruto's party. The same thing Raila used to do to us. In Lowland, if you came up with any political party, he will say the government has formed it for you to come and fight ODM. Ndindi, he will say the route is Ruto's party to fight DCP. That he will say. But it is a long time since Ndindi Nyoro quit the government. These people that I told you are being used to whip and herd communities into a corner and deliver them to the oligarchs are such that they are from those communities. If anybody could be used, Sifuna would not be one of them. Orengo would not be one of them. Matiang'i would not be one of them. Neither is Kalonzo. They would use completely different persons that they would have more control over. But because you must use a person from the community you want to herd into a corner, and he must be credible within the community that he can bring the community into a corner. He's a credible presidential candidate. That is why they made a choice of Sifuna in the West. Because one other thing about Sifuna is his ability to deliver a message. And it is just the ability to deliver a message. He may not even have proper messages himself. But if he gets those messages, he has the eloquence to deliver them. And the choice of Matiang'i is his profile in the Kisii society. That is all. Definitely is not a person the oligarchs would want to trust with power. You get it? So they are looking for people. At the coast, they went and cornered Aisha Jumwa. And now they want to begin using her. And they do that from each corner of the country. I think one place where they are still being unable to find somebody they can toss around is Northeastern. It's the Somalia community. They have still not found a strong person they can use. But now that we are telling you in advance that these so-called presidential candidates from different communities are only people who are being used to whip and herd those people into a corner, get their loyalty, and then deliver them to the oligarchs. What the oligarchs will do with them is to make one person of their choice a president. That person they will make a president will sing their tune. And that is what we are witnessing it now going forward. But you have mentioned Rigiji. Rigiji may not be a creation of these people because Rigiji had his own beef with President William Ruto. And Rigiji has always dreamt of being the Mount Kenya kingpin. And that splits him apart from Uhuru. So, but Rigiji is, other than being a man who is very bitter with President William Ruto, they happen to still cope with this group of oligarchs led by Uhuru Kenyatta because they still have a common enemy. I have heard people singing about one term, singing about a united opposition and such things. The same way you hope, pray, and believe the opposition should unite. It's the same way the government, the ruling party, is also planning to unite with political players from the political landscape to form a formidable force against these oligarchs. Even dealing with this group they have assembled of Matiang'i, there was once Karwa in that team, and Kalonzo and Sifuna. Even that team, they will have to deal with him. They are only lucky that Sifuna is politically a very weakling, that where Uhuru leaves him is where you will find him. If he's told left, he will go left. He's told right, he will go right. What Uhuru may not know is, if he makes him the president, if it was possible, how will he control him? That is what is his dilemma now. So, but also, there is nobody who will use family wealth to go and look for somebody from another community to come and make him president just to fight the sitting president. So Sifuna is not going to be Uhuru's candidate. Matiang'i is not going to be Uhuru's candidate. And neither is Kalonzo. Kalonzo may be the oligarch candidates if their only goal is to remove Ruto. And the only problem they have with Ruto which is a direct problem by his own former boss, Uhuru Kenyatta, is Uhuru Kenyatta came, or President William Ruto came and said, Kenya belongs to all of us, and we must share its resources equally and equitably, including the leadership positions. And Ruto started by ensuring that positions that were never held by people from west of the Rift Valley were finally in their hands. Even though we go around singing, oh, Aluo had never been this or that, even the lawyers, there are many positions in this country they have never been allowed to touch, like the Chief of Defense Forces and such. So the whole idea now is put these mini kingpins, let them whip their communities behind them, and bring them around to support a single candidate so that they will also be benefit by being in government. Sifuna may follow this because without this deal Uhuru is giving him, he will get nothing. Probably will not even win the the Nairobi senatorial position. So he may have to just obey. Similarly, Matiang'i would want to obey because, first of all, he had lost that international job of his. He's now back in the country doing nothing. So maybe one day he'll be told, oh, Bwana Matiang'i, wewe wachana na hiyo kiti, wewe utakuwa waziri wa kitu fulani. He has no choice, he'll just have to accept. But Kenyans must wait and see whom Uhuru Kenyatta will declare as the presidential candidate, whether it's on top of the table or it's under the table.